I saw it, you saw it. Someone tried making Minecraft with AI, and it's awful. But when researching for this video, I uncovered something I never intended on finding out. This whole thing was meant to be bad. It was never meant to be a legitimate game, and it was all one big publicity stunt. But why? How could this benefit them in any way? On top of that, is this even legal? To figure that all out, we need a little bit of a backstory first. Well, this story picks up first on Twitter, from a tweet which I'm assuming picked up initial traction from a reply from Elon Musk, from a brand account called Etched, where they wrote, "Introducing Oasis, the first playable AI-generated game." I mean, off the bat, that's a lie. This is just Minecraft. Okay, continue. "We've partnered with DecartAI to build a real-time interactive world model that runs 10 times faster on Sohu. We're open sourcing the model architecture, weights, and research." Now, before we get into this, I do want to mention that I'm not fully anti-AI. I do think it gets a lot of bad rep, but I do think it also gets used in a lot of bad ways. Here's what I think when it comes to how AI should be used. If it doesn't take a job from someone, doesn't use other people's work, and is used as an assistant and an accessibility tool, AI can be great. Using ChatGPT to help you find an answer to something that isn't really showing on Google. Great. Generating art so you don't have to pay an artist? I think you can figure out the answer. The issue is, these companies leading the path of AI are spending millions on developing these tools, and people are paying billions to have access to it. Everything is about money, so they don't care about the morals of taking jobs. They want to make more money, so they make their products to make money for the companies. Or in other words, to save them money. Now, the AI market has picked up dramatically in the past few years. It seems that every tech startup now is an AI startup, with Nvidia leading the manufacturing, making 70 to 95% of the market's AI chips. Other companies want to get in on that action because there's a lot of money in there. I mean, companies like Meta, Microsoft, and Google are spending literally billions on Nvidia graphics cards. Naturally, people want to start making AI chips too. And that's where Etched comes into the picture, an AI tech startup. They really wanted to ramp up the use of transformers, something developed by Google researchers first in 2017, which is arguably the reason why AI has become so advanced nowadays. A transformer is essentially just a type of AI model. Essentially what this means is when you input something, the AI will output something based off what you input. Originally, Google was using AI for Google Translate, where it would translate each individual word once at a time. Their new idea with transformers basically meant that it would translate the whole sentence at once, and as a result, this would mean a faster translation as well as a more accurate output. As many languages use multiple words to mean one thing. As an example, in Spanish, jugador de fútbol means football player, but it directly translates to player of football. That's why scanning word by word didn't really work too well. Now, they would be able to see the full context rather than a word-by-word basis. Modern day, transformers in AI are used everywhere, from Google Translate to ChatGPT to... What is that? AI Minecraft, unfortunately. And like I said, Etched wanted to make transformers better. They specialize in making ASICs, which stands for Application Specific Integrated Circuit. Essentially, they're built to do one thing: run AI models. Now, ASICs have existed, but none specifically for transformers. You know when the graphics cards got really expensive? That's because Nvidia was putting their AI algorithm chips in their graphics cards, and that was being used to mine cryptocurrencies like Bitcoin. Then the prices suddenly got okay again, because Nvidia started making their own AI-specific graphics cards, and other companies started making ASICs purely to mine cryptocurrencies. Nvidia's current flagship graphics card for machine learning and AI is the H100. These can run any type of AI model that you can think of. The issue that ASICs address is these become too expensive and inefficient because everything is too spread out. I mean, think about it. If you wanted to fry an egg but you don't have a frying pan, you're not going to buy a set that has 2 frying pans, 4 saucepans, a full knife block, and a Dutch oven. You're just going to buy one good frying pan. If you want to run just AI models, Etched made Sohu, which is the first transformer ASIC. Transformers are etched into the silicon. This means that it's significantly faster than Nvidia graphics cards, cheaper than Nvidia graphics cards, and more economically and environmentally efficient than the power-hungry Nvidia graphics cards. One of the founders of Etched, Gavin Uberti, claims that one server of 8 Sohu ASICs will be able to replace 160 of the Nvidia H100 graphics cards, which is currently listed on Scan for $29,159.99 for one. The Sohu technology is claimed to end up costing a lot less than this. That number, though, literally nobody knows yet. Now, to prove how good their chips are, Etched wanted to display this new technology and collaborated with a company called DecartAI, an AI model lab. This model that they used, unlike the quite frankly terrifying Sora model by OpenAI, which generates 60 seconds of videos from a text. This generates one frame at a time, by instead using W, A, S, and D. I've seen a lot of clips online of people playing this, and to be fair, it looks really bad, but I've not actually tried it myself yet, so let's try it out. Okay, this is my first time playing the demo. I guess I'll do the village outposts. Okay, that was unnecessarily loud. Okay. Oh, okay, instantly it doesn't look good. It's very laggy. There's a very noticeable delay. It's got a good, like, second of latency. What is that? I'm in a this feels like you're in a dream. You know that one TikTok trend from not too long ago where it was like, that was just a crafting tip. Oh, what? Dude, this is stressing me out. It just makes me anxious. It's not a pleasant experience. I don't like it. It's really stressing me out. Like, none of this is cached. There is no memory of anything. So if I look here and see this weird, very pixelated house, if I turn around and then I turn back, it's a forest. Nothing's placing. Oh. Wow, this is just a glimpse into the future. I think this is just more reassuring more than anything that we are not being overtaken by AI anytime soon. I saw a tweet in my timeline the other day and it was like, wow, I was just able to play Minecraft in full without paying a penny to Mojang. I don't think you did. Maybe I can drown myself. Maybe that'll be a more pleasant experience than what I'm currently experiencing. If we can make it to the water. We're nearly there. And... okay. Oh, yeah, no, that makes sense. Am I even... no, I'm not even back in the water. Let me... oh, yeah, of course. It's ice. Can I go in the water? There's a challenge which says, get bubbles underwater. Dude, you can't get to the water. You look at the water and suddenly... your chrome crap. I give up. This is awful. Now, Etched didn't make this at all. They seem like they set this task for DecartAI to make the game, if you can even call it that, to show what AI will be able to do in the future, and how they can be the people to do it. Here's the insane thing, though. I went down a little bit of a rabbit hole researching for this, and in my opinion, this was intended to be bad. It was intended to go viral. The Minecraft AI isn't even using the Sohu chip made by Etched, despite the tweet very much making it seem like it was. When you go into their blog post, they mention how this model is currently running the H100s made by NVIDIA, and as far as we're aware, there is no Sohu chip that exists right now. Everyone is just kind of waiting to see if their claims are true. Right now, this is more of a proof of concept that transformers can be used to generate videos or games. This announcement was meant for the Minecraft fandom to find it, a fandom which I'd say is generally against AI. They were meant to try it out and find it bad and tweet laughing at it, because now this is just a proof of concept, and now that it's out there, once they have the Sohu chips, they can replace these H100 graphics cards and show a drastic difference that it creates, claiming that the Sohu chip will be able to run at 4K at 30 FPS in a 16:9 ratio, compared to the current 720p at 20 FPS at a 1:1 ratio. I don't think this game was ever meant to be a playable game. I think it's purely meant for a marketing campaign, for DecartAI to show what they can do, and for Etched to show a visual thing to show how much better their chips are going to be better than their competitors. Sneaky, but not illegal. Maybe. Which leads me to my next point. Is this copyright infringement? See, DecartAI didn't even make the pre-trained video model that they used. It was actually made by OpenAI for a paper to essentially show that they can make a bot that will know how to play Minecraft by studying off footage of gameplay. This specific model of Minecraft's gameplay footage isn't against the Minecraft EULA in any way, as it doesn't use any of Minecraft's original code, and honestly, if it was breaking EULA, Minecraft is owned by Microsoft, and Microsoft have a significant investment in OpenAI, so they would probably just let them use this. But now to DecartAI and the Oasis project. Is this illegal? Well, Once again, I'm not really sure. It's kind of up to interpretation, so we'll have to see what Mojang does to really know. And like I said, Descartes uses this open AI model, which is under an MIT license, which essentially means that it's an open source model that can be used for commercial use. The issue is they're using Minecraft assets, which is something Mojang specifically declares in their EULA, that their assets include code, software, graphics, textures, images, models, and any other audio from our games, as well as any videos or screenshots taken from our games. This is where it starts to get a little gray area whether it's allowed or not. They're not calling it AI Minecraft, it's called Oasis, so there's no potential confusion whether this is an official Minecraft product or not. But saying that they created the first AI-generated game when they don't own any of the assets used, this is where it could be seen as EULA breaking. They don't own those assets. Mojang does. So are they able to say that they created this? Another gray area is, does this count as commercial use? I mean, the game is free to play, but they aren't making any money directly off people playing the demo. But it's definitely still promoting their brand, and this game announcement got announced the same day that Descartes received $21 million in investments. So it can definitely be seen as using Minecraft assets for commercial game. But I'll be honest, I don't know the legalities on how this works, and once again, this whole EULA thing could go out the window if Mojang simply gave them permission to use their assets to make this. The real question and scare of this whole fiasco, though, is will AI games ever be a thing? Will companies in the future just pump out a game with prompts and boom, we have a new $60 game? No, I can't see this ever happening. The way that AI games like this work is it's all predicting. It has a bunch of footage of Minecraft and it's predicting what the next frame will look like. That's why it constantly changes, because Minecraft is so vast and there are too many different looking areas of terrain. The AI just blends them all together. To go along with this, it's very evident in Oasis that AI completely lacks the ability to have long-term memory. Thirdly, and most importantly of all, is AI has to be trained. It can't just magic things out of thin air. All AI like this runs off footage to train it to predict what the next frame will be. To be able to generate an AI video game, you're going to need footage of that game to be able to train the AI. But the AI hasn't made the game yet, so you can't give it the footage to train off. Is it, in theory, possible for a game to be made off completely AI prompts? Yes, but would you have to develop the game to be able to teach the AI what the game looks like? Also yes, which at that point, you've already made the game. And even then, why would you do that? Right now, AI is very commonly known to get things wrong visually, and there isn't too much idea on how to stop it. That's why generative AI, which I highly discourage and think you should too, always looks a bit off. There are these things literally known as AI hallucinations, where they quite literally see things that aren't there, and they output them, so why would you release a worse version? In short, AI is only going to be able to recreate games that already exist, so don't worry, AI games will not be coming remotely anytime soon. Something that will be coming soon, though, is the Minecraft movie. But did you know it took 11 years to make and it almost didn't happen? If that sounds of any interest to you, I made a video talking about the entire timeline of everything that went wrong with making a Minecraft movie. And if you enjoyed this video, I'd appreciate it a bunch if you subscribed. I promise, AI will never run this channel. Thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.